Hello. Welcome to Queer Conversations. I'm your host, G of Virgie TV, and Virgie TV shares LGBTQ stories. And my guest today is Gabby Hornet. Welcome. Another G.
G squared today.
G squared, awesome. Like that. G is a graphic designer. G is one of the founders of Ignite Women South Florida, and is a queer activist. So let's start talking first. Well, let me just first of all welcome people who are watching. Thanks for joining us. I'm here every Tuesday, 6 p.m. EST on this Facebook page. Please like this page, Virgie TV. Please share this video. Please ask questions. Please participate. So, Ignite Women. Let's start with that. What's that about?
So we're trying to create a community for queer women. We have a hard time keeping physical spaces open. Our bars keep closing, and there's really not a lot of women-centered social spaces for us. So our concept was if we created a community that existed
my mom called him while I'm scared to press anything. Okay.
She just wants to be on the show.
Yeah. Okay. So we're talking about. So this episode we're talking about creating spaces for queer women, LGBTQ women, and here with Gabby Hornet from Ignite Women South Florida. Yeah. So you're saying.
I was saying that we were trying to create a community so that it doesn't need to exist within a space.
Okay.
So we have consistent mixers every month, or events actually we call them.
Okay, great.
The first Thursday of every month, and then also the second Thursday of every month.
And how's that going?
It's going really well.
Right.
Attendance is really steady. We get lots of really incredible women that come out. We're always getting new people. We also try to do different stuff, so it's not just always sitting at a bar and having a drink or anything like that. So
that's great.
So it brings out a lot of different people.
So I want to welcome everybody. See, Darlene has joined us. Thank you. And we're going to talk a little bit about who you are and how you identify. I always ask everybody who comes here. And then I do want to have a conversation more about like why is it so hard to get women out and what's going on. But LGBTQ, how do you? And let me just say, some people know, many people know, but some people are like, what are we talking about? So L is for lesbian, G is for gay, B is for bisexual, T is for transgender, and Q is for queer. And so on that acronym and spectrum, how do you identify?
So I like the L and the Q. I like lesbian and I like queer. Both.
Great.
I mean, yeah.
And then how about your journey to coming out? I don't know if you were like 8, 16, 30-something, 20-something. What was it coming out like for you?
So I was 14. I came out in 2000. So
that's great. 2000. You were 14 in 2000?
Right.
Wow, okay. I won't tell you what I was doing in 2000.
That's when we interview you on another show.
I know, right? Yeah, then we maybe talk about
that.
Yeah.
One day.
Yes, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I came out when I was 14. I was a freshman in high school.
What was that like?
It was interesting. It was like everybody was doing it. It was popular at the time.
Good. That's great.
That wasn't why I did it, but it was
easier.
It was the popular thing. Sure, there was a lot of people who were coming out as bi. That was the thing to do at that time. So
you came out as bi first?
I did come out as bi first. Yeah, I was not sure.
Yeah, I came out as bi first as well.
Yeah, it was definitely an easier stepping stone, and I know that is not great for the bi community, and that contributes to the issues, but it did. What happened.
Well, just to clarify for me, I did believe I was bi, and I feel like, I don't know, that's what I felt at the time.
Sure,
so, and I feel like some people may say bi because they're scared otherwise, but some people are bi and then later, you can kind of keep going.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's fluid. I think it changes over time. It doesn't have to be a static thing.
Exactly.
I also had never dated men either, so I wasn't necessarily, I wasn't necessarily comfortable with the concept of saying, one way or another, that I was going to say, if I had never been with a man or a woman, so
you're 14.
I was 14, so I was like, I didn't want to, go too far in either direction.
So was this a look at 14 with a short haircut?
No. No, I had long hair with a ponytail back then.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Until I graduated high school and I cut it off it just kept going up.
Okay. And then you had the ponytail with the shaved sides?
No,
okay,
it was just regular
short hair.
Regular, yeah.
Okay.
It was probably like about shoulder length at the time.
Okay, cool. I'm sure I'll see pictures one day.
Oh, they're all over Facebook.
Oh, good. I gotta go and explore.
Go look at some of my vintage photos. You'll see them.
Yeah, and then you're also you're a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
And how did that come into being?
Actually, around the same time I started. I did it in high school. I took desktop publishing classes.
Okay, cool.
So I started doing it then. I just kept doing it. I really enjoyed it. I did it out of high school, and I was pretty much self-taught aside from high school, and I just just kind of kept doing it.
And we worked on vagina monologues.
Vagina monologues, yeah.
Together you did the
brochure and all the marketing.
That's great. So great, thank you. And I know you contribute your I guess talent and so on to some queer organizations.
Yeah, as much as possible. I like to help as many nonprofits as I can. You know, when I can, I do a lot of work with SunServe. I do a lot of work with Compass up in Palm Beach.
Great.
Any other? Obviously, all the Ignite stuff. I do everything for
Yeah.
our organization. So.
So we'll talk a little bit more about Ignite. So, who's in Ignite? What is Ignite?
Yeah. So
if you want to use that for commercial, I can do that. Yeah, this came impromptu. You can use that.
We got to get a match in your hand. That'd be really cool. That'd be fun. All right, I'm going to recruit you for that.
Okay, sure.
All right. So who's in Ignite? Like I said, we have a diverse group of women. Emily Cohen and I co-founded it together. We run and
Hey, Emily!
It.
Shout out to Emily Cohen.
We operate all of it between the two of us, between the marketing.
And when did it start?
We started in January. Our first mixer was the beginning of February.
Okay, cool.
So it's been growing pretty steady since then.
So why do you think for queer women there's a challenge of like keeping spaces and having women coming out to events and so on? What do you think?
So, I think that there are a lot of factors. What we've found so far, just from the time that we've been doing it and from talking to everybody, I think that a lot of women don't just want to go to the bar and drink. Mm-hmm. Women like to do different stuff.
Right.
A big factor too that I think I found is that we don't make quite as much money. So going to the bar every Friday night or Saturday night to drink it doesn't work quite as well as it does for the male community, the queer male community. It adds up a lot. So that there's also a lot of people who abstain from drinking, and so they don't want to be around it. Women seem to want to do a lot of different things.
That makes sense.
And
so the struggle of kind of like, oh, here's a lesbian bar, and then it's closed, but it's like, well, maybe we don't need to do the same things.
Right.
Like the same thing. We need a diversity of things.
We need a diversity of things. Right. A dance party every Friday night is not going to get.
Right. Maybe once a month for the dance party or tea party.
Exactly.
Even though I noticed like some of the women's events are in the day.
Right.
And I like that because
during the day was fun.
Yeah,
we had a tea dance earlier in the year. That was fantastic.
That.
We had a lot.
Yeah. So because some people want to go home in the evening.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Go to bed and so on.
Or have kids and have work the next day.
Exactly.
Or have, all kinds
and someone did talk about that. Like, I have kids. My kids are old. I don't have to worry about babysitting. But a lot of women who have babies and small children, so then that becomes a challenge too.
Right.
Yeah.
Any
questions? You can ask Gabby any question at all. Please ask questions. And I do want to share. Hopefully everybody here watching knows about Thou Art Woman. It's an LGBTQ woman event celebrating LGBTQ women. It's an open mic event, and we're growing it. Growing. To a weekend event in March 2019 in Fort Lauderdale, wherever you are in the world. You can plan to come in March. We're working on selecting the venues, working really hard to select the venues. It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And as soon as we know the dates, we'll let everybody out there know. And please like the page, the Art Woman page, on Facebook, Instagram. And a lot of people are asking for the dates and what's going on. And it's funny because at some point, when we started in the summer, 2014, people said, have this every single month. And something said, no, G, don't do that, because I feel confident we wouldn't. To sustain a monthly, that kind of event, open mic, every week, every month the same thing. Yeah. So it's, then we went to like 2 to 3 times, and it's grown so much that we figured like one big event. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do some other things throughout the year too. I don't know if you saw, I posted a picture with Nicole Stoddard, who's with Thinking Cap Theatre and the Vanguard. So in addition to having a weekend, we're going to be working on doing a play. So
Awesome.
when I did Vagina Monologues last year, it was my first time being involved in a play, and I was like, and Emily had asked me, I was like, I don't know. I mean, I grew up going to a lot of plays. My mom always took me to the theater, and I took my kids, but I wasn't sure. But everything for a reason, because now I'll be doing another play. So we'll talk more about that.
Sure.
You guys will hear more about that in the future. Here's a question. Any plans to expand Ignite to other areas like Orlando? And this is probably someone who's your friend coming to really
Of course, yeah.
nudge you.
Just say, how come I'm not in Orlando?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Is that Joan or Joanne?
Joanne.
Joanne.
Yeah.
Great question, Joanne.
Thanks. Yeah, we do want to expand, but it is just the two of us right now running everything. So we're, we totally want to hit Miami and Palm Beach County and go, as far as we can. Absolutely.
Unless Orlando wants to send a party bus.
Unless Orlando wants
That's
to
a
send
good
party
idea.
bus, totally. Yeah. Joanne, you want to operate our Orlando chapter? We could totally do that.
Yeah, that's a good
we
idea.
Get you all to sponsor.
You all sponsor.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We're talking about the other day, like you all should be sponsoring
sponsoring all
these
our
women
trips.
events,
Absolutely.
Because for those of you who are like, well, I don't get U-Haul, the little stereotypical joke is that women fall in love and move in
On
like
the second date.
second date.
That's right.
And then that's a U-Haul, or comes to the first date. It should be like toothbrush on the first date. Second date is a U-Haul. Yeah. And then a post on Facebook of the engagement. On the third date. So these are just stereotypes. So yeah.
That
And
was
I
pretty
see,
funny.
yeah,
U-Haul's fun.
I see, yeah. So for Orlando, you're saying you just need some time to grow.
Sure, absolutely. We do, and we get a lot of requests too for Palm Beach County actually.
Yeah.
A lot, and Miami as well. I mean, it's across the board, but there's only so many days a week and
Right.
so many people. So.
Right, exactly.
But we do want to absolutely.
So right now, Ignite is
Mostly
every other
everywhere,
third. You said second and
Yeah, first Thursday of every month and the second Thursday of every month. So the first Thursday, I know.
that's back to back.
It's a lot.
I'm thinking first and third. It's first and second. The first
It's
2
first
weeks.
and second, right?
Okay,
Well,
but it's two very different themes.
they are different themes.
Talk
right.
a little bit about the themes.
Joanne's gonna call the
I'll
U-Haul.
call our
Thank you.
local. Oh, good. I like that. Please.
Get me a
Yes.
sponsorship. We'll start.
Yes.
The first Thursday, what we started with, the reason that we picked up second Thursday is because we teamed up with Lesbians Who Tech.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're a local chapter, and so rather than hosting two separate events, we host with them. So that was their time.
Okay, I didn't
that
realize that they
Yeah.
already had something in place.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
They
that's
already had that
great.
second Thursday in place. So rather than separating it, we figured we'd bring it all together. So that one is technically our nerd night.
Technically? Tech night?
It's Tech Night, Nerd Night.
Okay.
That one's at 10th Level Tavern. So that location stays the same every month.
Okay.
The first week changes. We change that up and do different
And how does someone qualify to be a nerd or a techie? Like,
Just, it doesn't even matter.
it doesn't
Show up.
matter.
No.
Like, I like video games,
Whatever
or
you want. Yeah.
I like my cell phone a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah. All of that is good.
Yeah. I mean, the space is really cool. They have tons of video games, and we always
Okay.
have a video game tournament.
Oh, yeah, there's a
different-
tournament?
Yeah. This week is Dr. Mario. We're gonna
Okay,
play.
cool.
Last week we played Tetris. We do a lot of Mario Kart.
Tetris.
Tetris is
Oh
good.
my gosh, I was addicted to Tetris my first year in college, and it would come in my dreams. And then I knew I had to stop. It was like, I just remember, like, can't wait to leave class to just do this game.
Play Tetris.
Yeah, and my best
Love
friend
it.
Angela, who had an IBM computer.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I had the Mac that was a little, like, looked like a little
Oh,
TV.
yep.
Yeah.
Good ones,
So,
yeah.
okay, so Tech Night, and that's consistently the same place.
Right.
And then the first Thursday you're doing.
That's our regular, our regular standing mixer that we change up. We just had it last week at Gatsby's Joint, which is
Okay,
a new
nice.
location. That was a different kind of vibe. They're a restaurant / bar, and they had
Mhm.
live music. So that was pretty cool. We are working on the venue for August.
Okay, good. And I know September.
September's going to be exciting.
There's a little rumor going around about September
Yeah.
that you're going to be here. We're in the 1310 Gallery in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, United States of America. And in this same gallery, there's going to be the What's Your Elephant show put on by Nikki Lopez.
Yes.
And I know there's going to be an Ignite Night. Is
Yes,
it
we are absolutely.
in September.
Yes, we're very excited. Our September first mixer will be here.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
great.
We're really excited.
Okay, good. So that'll be good. And is there a charge to come in? Or is
No,
it...
Ignite is free.
Okay, Ignite is free.
Unless it's a fundraiser.
Okay.
Unless we, we specify that. But the mixers and the events are free.
Okay.
We ask that you, buy your drinks and stuff from the bar. Or
Right, support
the venue, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's great.
We don't charge.
So I know that you have also a pretty big event coming up in November.
We do, yeah.
And you guys did something pretty smart because I bought the tickets already.
You did, yes.
And I don't I don't buy tickets. I bought it, I think, June 30th. So
you did
July, August, September, October. So I bought tickets for 4 months. I haven't really done that.
Yeah.
Not often. Maybe if it's like a really big concert,
Sure, yeah.
But so talk a little bit about that.
So that we are really excited about that. So that's the Peacock Masquerade Ball, and it's going to benefit Gilda's Club.
Okay.
And actually going to be at the Gilda's Club mansion down here, which is gorgeous.
Wow.
Which is really cool.
I don't know if I know it.
Well, you're going to find out in a few
Okay,
months,
good,
right? Aren't you going to buy tickets?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we do have tickets on sale now. We did start a pre-sale for last month for Pride Month. To get people interested in it, to let them know about it. But yeah, so it's really great. Gilda's has some amazing programs for the LGBTQ women community, and so we just really want to facilitate that connection and bring awareness to that and back and forth. So it's going to be really fun. We have some really cool stuff planned, and we have
nice. So do we dress up because it's masquerade? Is it
Absolutely,
like I have a mask like this, or is it head to toe dress up? Like what is it?
I mean, you can totally dress up however you want. It's going to be like formalish and totally play with the masquerade concept.
Good.
We're gonna theme it as much as possible to that kind of stuff. So we're totally gonna have a lot of fun with it. We're working on live entertainment.
Nice.
Probably some live music as well as a DJ. All different kinds of stuff. So it's certainly be a very cool event. We've got some neat.
I look forward to it. I have a cape that I don't get to wear that often.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So I don't.
Why not?
So I wore it first for Halloween a few Halloweens ago.
Sure.
I think I was a vampire. And then I wore it the next year, I was Phantom of the Opera.
Fantastic.
And it's just been lonely in the closet.
Well, I think you need it this year.
Yeah, so
totally
hopefully I can get the cape in. I want to wear it more frequently, but I thought people would feel, I'm fine to be a little different, but it could be a little frightening for people. It might be too much. Like here's G
shows up in a cape,
at the Ignite event, like
I think that'd be great.
Cape.
So I recommend you get your tickets to the Peacock Ball before they sell out, because she's going to be in a cape.
Yeah.
And that's to be
I got to figure out the rest of the outfit. I need more.
Just wear the cape.
Just the cape. So I am going to...
The cape and a mask?
And a mask,
yeah. And a tie.
And a tie. Bow tie, cape. That would be good. So we have Nikki Lopez in the background. She's putting the links here when you see Virgin TV. I'm not magically doing it. She's doing it. So thank you. She put a link to the Masquerade Ball and all the things that Ignite is doing. If you have any questions, please ask questions and any comments. So let me see what else we have. So I know you said something with your goals in terms of networking with women. What are your goals with networking with women? Like why you like what?
Why?
Do you want to just be really, really popular with women?
No, I mean
sorry. I know you're already really, really popular.
I came out 18 years ago. I'm already popular with women.
So why?
No, we really want to support. I mean, I say we, but because Emily and I share the same vision on this. We want to support the community. I mean, we want to support women in the community and women-run businesses and women artists. And I also want to make sure that I clarify that when I say women, I also include people who identify as non-binary. We're very inclusive.
Right, that's a good point.
We want everybody to come. But yeah, we really just want to, support everybody in every way possible. The social connection is really great, and we enjoy that. But there's so much more to do. We like we're really excited to partner in September with Nikki because that's going to showcase artists. When we did an event in Pompano at the theater there, they were doing a performance of Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Okay.
They also have a little gallery there, and it had lots of women artists pieces advertised that they were showing at the time, and it was amazing. So that's the kind of stuff we really want to create that because we don't really know. I don't really know what women-owned businesses, and I own a business, and not everybody knows. So that's.
And your business is Hornet Designs.
Yeah.
I think, did we put the links for Hornet Designs?
I think she did.
Okay, she's about to. Nikki's working hard back there.
On point over there.
Yeah. So you do graphic design and marketing as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody, like, who's your client looking like?
I mean, it's across the board, everybody. I have a lot of real estate clients, all the nonprofits that I work with, of course.
Yeah.
And then pretty much, anybody else that wants to do anything. I've worked with automotive industry and just across all different kinds of verticals, which is pretty cool. I like doing a lot of different stuff.
You enjoy it?
I do.
Yeah. Do you see it in your sleep sometimes?
I see it all the time.
All the time.
All the time. When somebody says I want a logo, they say I would like a logo for this. I'm already designing it in my head as they're talking to me, and then.
That's great.
Yeah,
I love that you do that. Yeah. Oh, here's Paige saying Hornet Designs is the best. So you got some good supporters here.
Yeah.
And yes, I think he's putting the links here and everything.
Thank you for that.
You made a good point. So, Ignite Woman is woman, but you're welcoming anybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. We want everybody.
Yeah. Right.
We have to use. We have to. We struggle for a long time deciding, do we call it women? Does that exclude people? We want to be very inclusive. So we try to do that in our language and what we do and what we talk about to make sure that everybody feels included.
Right. Well, I relate to that because my event is called Thou Art Woman, which is pretty strong.
It's pretty strong. Yeah, it's very strong.
But we made it clear, like LGBTQ women and allies. So if you feel you're connected to this community,
absolutely.
So that's why we've had all kind of people from all gender expressions and identities participate.
Absolutely.
Whether it's on the stage or be in the audience, so that just pretty much I think you should feel a little connected to our community. I feel like you're part of it in some way, and it's fine.
Absolutely,
and it's fine in that way. Yeah.
I think it's hard for us to claim that space. I think because we always get, concerned that we want to claim that space as women, and I think we get worried about we're excluding people, but I think we have to claim that space.
We claim the space, and other people who feel like they want to be, they want to share the space with us. You can come in and join with us. Right.
Exactly.
And it's just fine. It's just fine. So for everyone who's joining now, thank you. Please share the video. Please ask questions. I'm here with Gabby Horner of Ignite South Florida and Hornet Design. Hornet
happens all the time. It's
right. Yes. And you have a lot of people jumping on. Please share the video, and we're having a good conversation also about creating spaces for queer women, for lesbians, which can be a challenge for many reasons, whether it's, just not enough places. Is it a bar?
Sure.
What do we want to do? And just do different things.
Absolutely.
So you see yourselves doing this for months and months to come, and forever.
As long as we can.
Great.
Yeah,
so we have that. So lots of women are saying, this is for trans women too, and trans women and trans anybody who feels they want to be part of it.
Anybody who feels they want to be part of it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. So this is great because it's hard to have the bar and say I need someone to come every night to sustain a bar. You're saying, well, I'm going to do 2 things a month.
Right.
So women and a lot of people are like, I don't know where to go.
Absolutely. So our idea is that there is something. It doesn't matter. That there's something that first and second Thursday of every month.
Right.
It doesn't matter where it is. You may not want to do it. If you don't go this month, it's okay. It's still there next month.
Okay.
And if you don't want to come to that, if that doesn't appeal to you, you can come to the next one. You know what I mean? It's always there. So you don't have to worry about.
You hear this, people.
About it going anywhere.
Yeah. So this is Fort Lauderdale.
Right now, Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
We will expand as much and as often as we can.
Yeah. Now, in all this work, this is a form of activism. And to your queer activists, what is it that drives you to do it, and when did you start? So you came out at 14, and what is it that made you feel that, so living out is great and powerful, right?
Yeah.
It's a powerful statement. It encourages other people to feel comfortable being themselves, and people to see us visible is extremely important. But what is it that took you to where you're like, well, I want to do more? I'm living out, that's great, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
But you wanted to do more. Why?
I feel like that was ingrained in me from the beginning.
Okay.
In high school, when I first found out that GSAs existed, I started one.
Tell the people what's GSA.
Gay Straight Alliance.
Okay.
So I found out, I guess my junior year of high school, I suppose, and because we started at my senior year, and I was like, Gay Straight Alliance, that sounds amazing. Why don't we have one? I want one. And I went to a teacher and we started it.
Oh, okay, great.
So
So you're a
I was
teenage
right off
activist.
as soon as I found out there was something to be active about, I started it. Out of high school, I went into the same thing in college, and started going to Pride, and I just dove right into everything off the bat. It just always has appealed to me to do that. So it's like the hippie and
this. Yeah, I notice that people who are activists, it might be in different form, but it's like a calling that you feel like is just a part of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
It just feels right, and there were times in my life when I wasn't as active, and it just didn't feel as genuine as
you want to be active.
It feels better when I'm doing it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And if anybody hasn't noticed, Gabby's shirt has a pride flag about 125 times on it. So, great. And
that's great.
I don't have this shirt, but I'm goal is to get this shirt.
And then we'll take a picture
and
together.
I love that Gabby does not mind. Yeah, I didn't ask you your pronouns. I haven't been doing that. I don't know, but I'll ask you because I'm going to say she, you.
Sure. Yeah, she.
She. Okay, me as well. Yeah. What are your thoughts about that? I don't know how much time we have, but like 5 minutes. Great.
All right.
That's something that has become a part of the LGBT community here in the States, with identifying like how people use their pronouns.
Sure.
How is that working, and what for you, and what's your thoughts about it?
I mean, it's something interesting I never really thought about before.
Okay.
I have said a couple times that if it had been such a conversation as it is now when I was younger, I might have chosen to identify with different pronouns.
Okay.
But I'm comfortable with she and her now for now. Again, that's also fluid, I suppose.
Then you could change anytime.
So, yeah,
you could change right now.
Tomorrow.
You could change right now. Right now.
Right, I could do it right now. Yeah.
That's allowed.
I'm not gonna. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
So
I think it's great though. I mean, I think it's empowering. I wasn't always comfortable with any feminine terms or anything like that, and I came to become comfortable with it. I learned more that we can wear ties and we can wear we can wear, and the way we can represent ourselves changed. So I became more comfortable with it, but. I think it's great that it's a conversation now, and it's such a conversation that we can talk about it.
And so, do you identify in some way specifically in terms of how you express yourself, gender-wise? Or is it queer?
Queer.
Yeah. Because some people say like tomboy, and no, tomboy is offensive. Tomboys wear the stutter, and like no stutter. Butch, like no, I don't like butch, and like Andrew, and
sure.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm really not crazy about labels to begin with.
Okay, so it's fine.
But I feel like they get really segregated and very very crazy. It can be very.
That's why I was like, butch, no. Like there's this kind of like challenge. Yeah. No offense to anybody, but there's some people who are like, I love being a butch, and someone's like, I hate the word butch, or tomboy is offensive. I love being a tomboy. So there's that conflict.
Yeah, I like them all. I don't mind them. Butch and tomboy are fine. I totally identify with them. Hi, Kate. I see you there. I don't mind them. I like them. I was always a tomboy. I was proud to be a tomboy when I was younger. So,
me too. Yeah.
I totally still don't mind identifying that way. Butch is fine. I don't. I'm pretty comfortable with a lot of labels, but I don't strongly identify with them either. Like I'm not like
I know what you mean.
I don't have to walk out and and call it that. And like stud and those types of things. I feel like sometimes I'm too old, and I'm like, I don't understand why we're going this far. So just leave it alone. Like I'm good. But.
Oh my gosh! Look at this. Gabby without a bow tie is like a night without stars.
I did not wear a bow tie.
Well, she has, we just said 125 Pride
repping my Ignite
flags, and she has the Ignite Woman South Florida.
Yeah,
I like this. This reminds me a little bit of the 70s. I don't know, that imagery there.
Sure, yeah.
I
like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
That's why I designed it.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap up. If anybody has any, you're getting a lot of love here. That's great. Thanks for tuning in. We're here every Tuesday, and I saw your post all over Instagram. Thank you very much. On Facebook.
Totally.
Every Tuesday, 6 p.m. EST, I'm here talking to people, great people in the community. Like Gabby, G, yes.
Again, no labels, don't care.
Don't care, yeah. So I'm going to close with what I call the QQ closing questions, Queer Conversation closing questions. So what inspires you?
What inspires me? That's so big. That's such a
I know, you have like 5 seconds. No.
I have 2 seconds to say what inspires me.
We have several. We're like 3 or 4. So you got to
You've got to give me really exact stuff. What inspires me? All kinds of stuff inspires me.
So give me one.
The queer community inspires me.
That's great. Yeah. You're like, oh my God. Okay. What makes you laugh?
Nikki's jokes, man.
Okay,
Nikki
great.
came out with all those jokes today. Those
Yeah,
were
we're
great.
gonna have to do flip the camera sometime. 'cause
That's really good.
Nikki, who's behind the scenes, has this great sense of humor.
Some-
Once we're right here,
some real
she really
sarcastic
brings
humor
it.
was
Yeah,
great,
so
yeah.
we're gonna have to probably do it with a secret camera.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if she wants it, but
Yeah, right.
she got a lot of jokes. Yeah. So okay, so Nikki. Oh, sorry. I might get in trouble later. She's saying people do know that she's really
Oh,
funny.
boy.
So
She's
yeah.
very funny, yeah.
Okay. So
So-
okay.
so-
So.
Surprise humor makes me laugh.
Yeah, yeah, and surprise is great. It's one of the best things about what we love in entertainment when things are a surprise, right?
Absolutely.
So, what's sexy?
Oh man, girls in bow ties.
Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay, girls in bow ties. I like that. And then my last question, and is what's so great about being queer?
Everything is great about being queer.
Everything.
It's so fantastic. I love it so much. I would not ever want to be anything else.
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
Great. I love it all.
Gabby,
Gee.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
yeah,
you for having
yeah,
me. That's awesome.
my pleasure.
Fantastic.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Please share this video. Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.